Alright, so in today's video, we need to talk about one of the most discussed characters in the Zenless Zone Zero community right now, SHUNGUANG. Over the past few days, the beta discussion around her has completely blown up. Between data miner discoveries, Telegram debates, and Reddit reactions, players are trying to piece together what's actually going on with her. Is she really a defense character? Is that data even real? And why does she apparently already have a skin before Miyabi does? Yeah, this one's been wild. So today, I want to break down everything that's surfaced so far, explain what people are saying, what's speculation, and what might actually make sense once you look at the bigger picture. Buy 6,480 monochromes with 2.3 limited pack for only $76 at lootbar.gg. Just enter your UID and server. The link is in the description. Let's start with the spark that started all this. A data miner known as Palito spotted a new entry in the 2.5 beta files called Avatar Female Size 02 Zhenzhen. At first glance, the ID looked like it belonged to SHUNGUANG, and it was marked as defense. Naturally, that sent the community spiraling because right after Dialin, a character who already focuses on attack and rupture buffs, the idea of another defense-oriented unit felt odd. Players immediately started asking, why would Hoyoverse introduce back-to-back defensive agents when the game just got one that already fills that niche? But here's where things started to shift. Other data miners, like Lifa, and even Palito himself later on, clarified that this defense tag might not actually mean what people thought. According to Lifa, the file format attached to this new ID is the same one used for non-playable entities. Things like the twins in story events or the giant Bangbu robot from the Mecha arc, even some of Ambi's placeholder test models. In other words, it could just be a story-related version of SHUNGUANG, something used for a cinematic or scripted event, not her real playable data. That explanation made sense to a lot of longtime data miners, because similar placeholder IDs have popped up before for story-only versions of characters that weren't yet ready for gameplay. Still, even with that context, people noticed something else interesting. SHUNGUANG seems to have two different internal IDs. One is this event version, labeled 2041, and another one, 1431, which hasn't been added to the playable character files yet. That led to one of the most popular theories right now, the idea that Yi might have two forms, a regular one and a transformed Void Hunter version, possibly explaining why she's tied to both IDS. Fans even started calling it her transformation gimmick, imagining that she could switch between a normal and a white-haired form mid-combat. It's all speculation, of course, but considering the way ZZZ has experimented with dual-form mechanics and cinematic transitions before, it doesn't sound too far-fetched. And while all this was unfolding, another detail dropped. SHUNGUANG apparently has a skin file in the game data. The catch? No one knows what it looks like yet, or whether it's an alternate outfit, an event costume, or something connected to her story appearance. Naturally, this one single discovery was enough to send Reddit into full meltdown mode. The top comment summed it up perfectly. Everyone getting a skin except Miyabi. From that point on, the thread basically turned into a collective therapy session for Miyabi mains who have been waiting forever since the early rumors of her Miko skin that supposedly was planned back in version 2.0 or 2.1 but never arrived. Some people even admitted they've been saving gray polys, the skin currency, for months, refusing to spend them until Miyabi finally gets her outfit. It's become kind of a meme now, with people saying, Miyabi bros in shambles, every time a new agent gets a cosmetic before her. At the same time, not everyone was convinced about the skin info either. A few players were quick to point out that Flying Flame, one of the sources involved, doesn't have the most reliable record when it comes to speculation, and that the skin line might just be connected to a story model. Others were more optimistic, saying it makes sense for Hoyoverse to keep pushing visual updates since Z has been leaning heavily into skin releases lately, especially since Yixuan, Yao, and Astra have all gotten theirs not long after their major patches. So where does that leave us now? Well, as of this current beta, there's no playable version of SHUNGUANG yet, only placeholder data and her story model. The defense tag might exist in the files, but according to multiple data miners, it's not tied to her real kit or gameplay role. In fact, one leak group mentioned she was marked as electric as well, which makes things even weirder, implying it's either incomplete or possibly an experimental tag for event scripting. Most people now believe the real combat data, her true specialty, her real damage type, and whether she's attack, stun, or something hybrid, will only appear when she's officially added to the playable roster, likely in a later beta. What's fascinating, though, is how fast the narrative flipped. When people thought Ye was defense, there was confusion and disappointment. But the moment it looked uncertain, the community completely changed tone. Attack Shung is back in action became the running joke. It shows how much people associate her with a more aggressive Void Hunter fantasy. There's even speculation that she might be a hybrid between defense and attack, transforming mid-fight, something like a Caesar-level tank, who switches into an offensive burst mode. Imagine a unit that starts off defensive, absorbs hits, then shifts into a state that boosts total damage output, penetration, and rupture synergy. It would be perfect for her lore and set her apart mechanically. Some fans even compared it to other Hoyoverse design patterns. For instance, how characters like Kafka or Firefly in Star Rail blend thematic flair with mechanical transitions. So even if Yi starts off as defense in name only, players are hopeful she'll still deliver that explosive, style-heavy gameplay she's known for. Right now, the most likely scenario is that Ye Shunguang's 2041 file is being used for a story sequence, maybe a cinematic or a special mecha-related event, and her real playable version, tied to ID 1431, is still being prepared behind the scenes. And considering the appearance of a skin file, we might even see her debut with a visual variant already in place, which is starting to look like Hoyoverse's new trend for major character launches. To sum it up, Ye Shunguang is real, but her defense classification probably isn't. What we're seeing right now is more like scaffolding, early setup for her eventual release. She's still shrouded in mystery, but the hype around her just proves how invested the ZZZ community has become in each new reveal. And whether she turns out to be a defense, attack, or something entirely new, the speculation alone has already made her one of the most talked about figures of the 2.5 beta. Anyway, that's everything we know so far. And honestly, I love how the community handled this one. It's that perfect mix of chaos, humor, and excitement that only ZZZ leaks can bring. But what do you think? Do you believe Ye Shunguang's defense data is just placeholder? Or do you think Hoyoverse is experimenting with a hybrid character type that could shake things up? Let me know what you think in the comments, and if you want to keep up with more updates like this, make sure to subscribe, because I'll be covering everything once we get her full beta data and gameplay details. Buy 6,480 monochromes with 2.3 limited pack for only $76 at lootbar.gg. Just enter your UID and server. The link is in the description.